I cannot find a winning Amazon FBA product. Those are the words of so many Amazon FBA sellers, and the reason for that is, I'm about to tell you, but it's not because Amazon FBA is dead or that it's oversaturated or that it's too competitive. It's literally none of those reasons. It's actually the most simple and the most easy to correct reason. So let's find out what it is. Let's go. Hello, my name is Karina and welcome back to my Amazon FBA channel. So I teach Amazon FBA and a lot of people come to me and say, I cannot find a winning Amazon FBA product. I've been doing product research for hours, for days, for weeks, for months. I've taken courses. I have all the extensions that I'm doing the research, but I cannot find a product. So please help me. And maybe you think there are a lot of reasons to why you can't find a winning product. Maybe there's no markets available. Maybe Amazon FBA is oversaturated, which is not true. But there's actually only one reason to why you cannot find a winning Amazon FBA product, and the reason is quite simple. And the thing is, you have most likely probably already found a product, but the problem is you are misinformed about what a good Amazon FBA product is, and you simply do not know what to look for when doing your product research. And this is literally the most common issue and the easiest thing to resolve, because when you are doing Amazon FBA product research, there are a lot of different markets, there are a lot of different niches, there are a lot of numbers when you pull out those, extensions, whether it's Viral Launch, Jungle Scout, or Helium 10, and you might be overwhelmed with the numbers. And most of the time, you just don't know what to look for, right? There are so many markets, there's so many opportunities within Amazon FBA that I frequently find products. Even in my product research videos, there are just so many to choose from. There are so many sellers that don't have a good listing, that don't do their keywords properly, that don't even know their main keyword that's not included in their title, and they are still doing well. So there are so many markets that need improvements, but if you don't know how to find those markets, that's where it becomes a problem. And that is why I made my Amazon FBA course, because I have two separate modules that are literally videos and videos and videos and videos long that show you how to analyze markets, what to look for in a market, and then use the data to actually determine if it's a winning product or not. Trust me, not finding the right product in the right market is going to cost you a lot of money if you don't do this step correctly, okay? Because everything else, such as listing creation, ranking your product, finding the keywords, getting reviews, trust me, it is so much easier when you have the right product, and there are a lot of right products available. You honestly just need to know the criteria, you need to know how to look for them, how to identify them, like that. Once you analyze the numbers, then you take your products to the next level. This is how it usually goes. You download Viral Launch, Jungle Scout, Helium 10, and you are just looking at products. You have the Chrome extension, you're looking through markets, you're researching them in different ways, and most of the time you have found at least one product, if not two products, probably even more than that. But you look at the numbers and something seems off. Perhaps the reviews are too high. You see that some of them aren't under 100 and that worries you. Or you see the revenue is too low, say it's 7,000 and you want a product that's 50,000. Or the price is, too high, say like $25, and you think it's gonna be expensive to source. But all of those things, you have to really understand what you're looking at and overlook them. The number one thing I want to say is a lot of people are too scared of reviews. They think that because the market doesn't have under 100 reviews, it's going to automatically be bad. But with Amazon being around for so long, it's very hard to find markets that the whole front page is mostly under 100 reviews. And I teach my students this: do not be that scared of reviews. If you have found a good product in the right market, and if you know how to create a better offer, which means either bundling the product and making something better that customers want, plus you create a better listing with photos and really explaining to them how you've improved the product, then no matter how many reviews you have relative to the other sellers, you are still going to win and they're still going to buy your product. So this is granted, not everyone in the market has over 1,000 reviews or something crazy like high, you know, hundreds past 500 reviews. But if you see sellers on the first page, maybe 3 or 4 of them have under 100 reviews and everyone else is kind of in the hundreds and even approaching 500 reviews, that's completely okay, because you know that if someone else is able to do it with under 100 reviews, if you go in there and get, let's say, 12 reviews or 15 reviews, but you do have a better offer than them, then that's not really going to be a deciding factor. Think of reviews as something that helps you get the sale, but it's not the only thing. And I think that's the number one thing that a lot of people get wrong, especially in a lot of videos, is when they stress that you need low reviews, or they stress markets with like 10 or 15 reviews, but that's just not realistic. And if you follow those guidelines, you're really going to be missing out on a lot of potential opportunity. And I really suggest kind of not really focusing on reviews that much. Of course, in my course, I really break it down what numbers to look for, and you know, having low reviews is important, but not to the degree that everyone hypes it up to be. You can still do extremely well in markets if you don't have a lot of reviews, and you can get them organically and naturally without having to do anything suspicious and having your account, you know, in risk of being suspended. So that's the thing. And another thing about this is people want to find products that are making a lot of money, and I totally understand that. They want $20,000 a month, 30, 50, 100, but in reality, that's a lot more investment, that's a lot more risk. You're going to get a lot more competition. You can do really well if you find products that are doing $5,000 a month, $7,000 a month, or $10,000 a month. It's completely fine. You can be profitable, you can launch several products like that, and it will not be an issue. Do not cut yourself short just by looking for high products that are doing crazy numbers and then really low in reviews, because honestly, you're going to be missing out on a lot of Amazon FBA opportunities, and I do not want that. Essentially, why most people don't know how to find a product is because they don't know how to analyze markets correctly, and that really wastes so much money for people. I do one-on-one mentoring calls with students and anyone who fills out my application that I take a look over. If I can help them, I would do a one-on-one coaching call with them. And then so many did not know how to find the right markets, right? And they already invested in the product, they paid for the inventory, they paid for the shipping, but it turns out that the market is really bad. And they think that because they add some special thing to the item, or maybe have a slightly better price and pretty pictures just like everyone else, that's enough. But in reality, a lot of these products that I see are commodities that have high reviews, that are basically filled with the same exact product that, you know, other sellers are selling, and the seller, you for example, didn't differentiate enough, but you already pumped in $4,000 into the product. So what are you going to do now, right? Now you're stuck with a bunch of inventory. And in my opinion, I honestly don't understand where that information is coming from. So clearly there's a big misinformation, miscommunication, maybe online, about what a good product is, because a lot of people tend to be going into really oversaturated markets with high reviews, or just something that they think it's okay to just change the photos a little bit or change the listing, but in reality it is not, and it's going to waste a lot of money. That is why I really stress market research. And just because you find one product that is selling well does not mean that the entire market is doing well. So you really have to analyze that. And if you want more information, or if you are unclear about product research, I have 2 options for you. If you really need the one-on-one help, of course, actually I guess 3 options. I have a playlist on my YouTube channel that's literally just product research. If you look at it, I have videos and videos, and you can just, I mean, I literally do a product research video at least once a week, just so I can really help you know how to find the right product in the right market. I also do one-on-one mentorship calls, which is application only, and we go through students like the whole strategy of how to find products and really help them validate products if you think you found a product but you need that extra help. And then thirdly, if you want a holistic knowledge of the business model and a really strong emphasis on product research and market research, then of course you can join my Amazon FBA INTOAMILLI course, which is amazing. It's about nearing 10 hours long, and it has anything and everything you need to succeed in Amazon FBA. All the links are down below, and feel free to contact me on my social media and my Facebook group. Everything is linked down below. And Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.